everybody, and welcome to this kid's review of the Suicide Squad movie called Suicide Squad, starring Margot Robbie and Will Smith. Let me see, Jive Courtney and a few others. I don't remember your names. I apologize because I cannot pronounce them and I do not wish to butcher them. But if you want to check out the cast list, go to IMDb, which has the better review than Rotten Tomatoes, which I will just say this up front. Rotten Tomatoes score, seriously, give Ghostbuster 75% fresh. But give this movie a fuck you, 26%. We don't like DC movies. But you know what, something? I will say this though, I'm in that band of like, this movie's not bad. This movie is not bad whatsoever. It doesn't deserve the percentage it got. I think it deserves maybe a 75 like Ghostbusters, but whereas Ghostbusters had to, you know, pay for that review, this movie definitely earns that. And here's why. First of all, this movie is fun. It's clever, it's, you know, I feel like it definitely deserves it because it's basically, this is the kicking start of where DC should be. You know, with the fun and humor and excitement and all that. I want to, another thing too I love about this movie is the heart. This movie has more heart than, you know, Ghostbusters put together. I'm not going to talk about Ghostbusters, I'm going to talk about the movies. It also has a bit more, levity than fucking, you know, than Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman was very dark. Man of Steel was kind of serious, but it had a serious tone. It's better than Batman v Superman, which should have been two separate movies. Batman v Superman and then the Trinity. I would have been fine with that. However, I feel like also another thing that really irritates me about this movie too, a little bit of the editing, but that's not like a major concern of mine because I got some of the ideas behind it. Yeah, they're gonna release an extended version of this movie, so I'm gonna get that. I did love everybody's casting in this. I did love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. She nailed the part well. I loved Will Smith as Deadshot. God, sir, thank you for coming back to action movies. I haven't seen Collision yet. Concussion, excuse me. Collision is a different movie altogether, isn't it? I haven't seen Concussion, but I'm down to seeing it after seeing this. Margot Robbie, very, very, very talented, very good in this. She pulled the role off well. Attractive, yes. Obviously, she's fucking hot as shit. God damn. They don't try to hide her hotness. Let's just put it that way. Along with Scarlett Johansson, the camera loves her ass. Minus the sexism right there for a moment. Let's talk about, let me see, what else can I talk about or offend you with? Let me see. Yes. Killer Croc. Killer Croc is scary in this. Like, he's kind of terrifying. Let's see who else. Katana's cool. What's her name? The Enchantress. Rick Flag. Let's see, Amanda Wyler. I'm starting to hate Amanda Wyler. She's like, you know what she is? She's like the Hillary Clinton of, it's like if Hillary Clinton was black and honest, like brutally fucking honest. It's like, yes, I did this, so what? You know, if they ever do a sequel, kill her off. Like, you know what? You're not gonna do any other movies with her. Just kill her off. Like, there's a scene in the movie, like, there should have been a scene where they just cut her arm off and put a bullet through her brain. That would have been hilarious. Just like, out of nowhere, fun, you know, fuck the rules kind of movie. This movie should have been R-rated, but I don't mind it not being R-rated. I do like it as a non-R-rated film because it does have some emotional moments in it of like feeling for these characters, and I like that. This is a different movie. This is a different superhero movie altogether. It's not about superheroes, it's about supervillains. And one of the things I do like about it, the plot's a little jumble, but like, I understand it. Like, okay, yes, it's a twist of the turn movie, but I feel like it should have ended like Escape from New York, where they do all this shit and basically almost screw the free world, if you know what I mean. Cassette play, you know. I'm just gonna give that ending away. If you've ever seen Escape from New York or LA, you know, Which they should have had Snake Plissken on there. That would have been hilarious if the movie ended like that, and it's like they try to blow, she tried to blow them all up, and they just walked away. You know what? Cause fuck them. Like, really? Like, let's be honest. Hitmen are a necessary evil. Harley Quinn is an anti. If you took away the Joker, she would have been she's a great anti-hero. And I'm not talking about like, oh, opposite of the hero. No, anti-hero means the hero who doesn't play by the fucking rules. Same thing with anti-villain. The anti-villain plays by the rules, but he just does dickish things. Another thing I will say about this movie too, Jared Leto's Joker was not bad. Like, everybody played their part well. There was no, like, weak character I thought didn't belong there. Except for Slipknot, which, honestly looks like other Joe from the Angry Joe show. Again, sorry for the jerky camera angles, but I'll get this review done quick. I do feel like Rotten Tomatoes gave this a bad score, because I feel like they had the pent-up rage to say that Ghostbusters 2016 sucked, and didn't have the courage to say so because they didn't want to be called a misogynist. But I did feel like this movie deserved the 75%. This movie definitely deserved a higher ranking. And I'm also glad that audience did like it. So fuck yeah. Power to the people. And this is why I'm just starting to hate criticism a little bit. Like, not criticism, I do believe good criticism. But I'm starting to hate critics because, in a sense, because it feels like nobody's really giving a good review. Like, nobody's giving a, well, I'm gonna finish this up real quick before I get a copyright strike on my thing. So, my thing about criticism about those movies is that it feels like Kevin Smith, like, I feel like there's a thing that Kevin Smith said about this, and it was like, people sometimes buy out, like, reviews, and they've done this before, and it's like, honestly, like, DC, Warner Brothers, learn from this. Learn from the mistakes, learn from the positives, and fuck Marvel. I mean, it's starting to get annoying that Marvel's kind of like the end-all, be-all of, like, movies, and it's like, some of those movies have not been, like, great, but, like, some of them have been fun. I do think the Captain America trilogy is one of the best out of all of them, along with Guardians of the Galaxy. Not really the Avengers, because, goddamn, I have to agree with Kyle on this one. It's a little campy at times, but hey, that's why we have Captain America. But yeah, but at the end of the day, and Guardians of the Galaxy, which was a great fucking movie if you haven't seen it. So, with that being said, this is this kid saying, go see Suicide Squad. Seriously, don't listen to the fucking reviews of the Metacritic or, what the fuck it is, Rotten Tomatoes, because, honestly, Rotten Tomatoes sucks. Let's be honest with you. Let's be honest. They gave Ghostbusters 2 a 51 Rotten. You know what? Here's an idea. Why don't you go see the fucking movie for yourself and not worry about any critics? Granted, fuck them. I mean, I'm tired of critics and these intellectuals who compare Citizen Kane to Toxic Avenger. You know what? Not in the same fucking league. So, with this being said, this is this kid saying, you know, you don't own me. I'm not your little toy. 'Cause all that chit-chat's gonna get you hurt.